Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now, as you guys may have been aware, a new update came out this morning, basically a patch to Requisitions, fixing Dom, making it 75 points in all game modes, and some other stuff, but I want to wait on Sledgehammer Games' weekly blog post, which they put out every single Friday, and for some reason, it was later in the day today. It just came out a couple hours ago, and that's why this video is later. So I'll cover the patch notes from this morning. I know some of you guys probably already have heard of those, but I also have some extra information from this blog post that I'm going to be talking about, which you probably have not heard, which will cover the future of this game, patch notes, updates, everything you need to know. If you guys could smack a like on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. Let's go for 305 likes. That'd be awesome if you guys could all smash that like button, as well as subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I really do appreciate everyone supporting me, and I want to bring you guys all of this news and information. So this is from their blog post, as well as the update this morning. Basically, first thing is Dom 75 is the new standard on all platforms. So domination is 75 points per kill. What do I think of this? I think this is a positive change. Should it be 100 points per kill? Probably 75 is a happy medium, but at the same point, if you're using the Blitzkrieg basic training, it really doesn't matter. I think it being 75 now opens you up to use different classic things like infantry hunker or different stuff like that. That's just my personal opinion. 75 points per kill now out on domination. This week's weapon contract is for the Sterling SMG. If you want the Sterling SMG and you don't want to, spend armory credits on it, you can basically get it. You have to pick it up before 10 a.m. on Tuesday, May 15th. That's Pacific Standard Time. So if you're interested in that, hop on this weekend and grind for that Sterling weapon contract. I honestly do think it is a good SMG and all that sort of stuff. Next thing, Master Prestige rewards. For the people that have grinded this game, and I think they should be rewarded, they've said that they're working on some new rewards for you guys and want to make them special. While they're not quite ready, we aim to have them ready for our next big game update. So next big game update, I don't know, probably a couple of weeks. Basically, that's what's going to be available. Master Prestige rewards. I'm hoping these will go by levels, basically, once you're max prestige, because of course there's 1,000 levels after that. That's what they have as far as that. Weekend warfare. This is something that also came out. I'm sure most of you guys are already aware of this. Maybe not though, because it just came out this morning. But I wanted to talk about it quickly. This weekend, make sure to hop on, and there's double XP on a throwback mosh pit playlist in the featured tab, which is live until Monday. Basically what this is a throwback playlist with old school Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 perks as basic training. So they kind of said that they see how people like the Blitzkrieg, where it makes score streaks into kill streaks, and now this game mode has some classic perks, and it's sort of a fun throwback game mode. You got Commando, you got Danger Close, you have Double Tap, Juggernaut, Marty Dom, Stopping Power, Stun ×3, lots of old stuff, and sort of brings back some nostalgia for those players who are still playing Call of Duty, who played back on, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, and even the newer players, seen as just last year, I think it was, we had Modern Warfare Remastered. So, Modern Warfare or Call of Duty 4, whatever you want to call it, has sort of the feeling with the new players as well as the old players because of the re-release of the Remastered Edition. That's what they have as far as that. Next thing, Ground War. This is something I'm hyped for. This is something that came out in the community update, and this is why I wanted to wait for this update, because I had a feeling they were going to talk about more stuff than just the patch notes and just this new game mode, because usually they do. They give some info, and this blog post thing is really cool because they actually talk to the community about what's coming out. Ground War. They've said that basically they took out Ground War earlier this week. Everyone was, upset, understandably, because Ground War was something we waited for so long, and it's like they put it in and then they take it out. It really was like a feels bad man moment, sort of like when they did that with Dom 100. But they luckily, they've said they've heard the feedback on Ground War, and they like that people are enthusiastic or happy and enjoying that mode, and as a result, they're bringing it back next Wednesday, and it will be here to stay. So it doesn't say permanently, but here to stay. I guess we can assume it's gonna be in the game, which is good. This game needs Ground War. There's no reason for it not to have Ground War, and thank goodness they are bringing it back and letting that stay. Next is the Requisitions Nerf. This is another thing that happened earlier, which is the Requisitions Nerf. Basically, I want to take my time and talk about this though, because this is something that's big. Basically, what they're saying is after the Division overhaul and the changing of Prime and stuff like that, they've basically, they removed Prime, and Requisitions was the most used basic training, which says something. it's a bit too easy for, you know, casual players or even good players were using it to get streaks every single time. So what they've done, obviously, is they've changed this and they've made it so that requisitions will be, you know, basically they've added a nerf to it, and they've adjusted different score streak costs for the bigger ones. They made it so the emergency airdrop takes 600 points more. The fire bombing run takes 850 points more, and then the big three, which was the big problem with requisitions, everyone is using to get these big three, the paratroopers, carpet bomb, and ball turret gunner. Now they take anywhere from 1100 up to 1200 points more to get, which still means requisitions will be good because at the same time they've upped the points per kill in Dom. I mean, you wouldn't really use this in Dom anyway. But I still think that this is where it should be at the game. We'll have to wait and see. You know, those point margins are still available, but I think that you have to be a good player to get 4,800 points in the game. And now it seems that, you know, good players can use requisitions and can do what it's supposed to do, but it's not like a crutch where everyone's using that basic training. Free score streaks are flying around and the game just becomes a clutterfest. So I'm hoping that these changes will make it pretty, you know, a lot better. Next thing they've added is war bonds, which war bonds are sort of interesting. Until May 15th, you can pick up war bonds. So that basically this weekend until Tuesday, I think it is, you can pick up war bonds to earn extra COD points. The hit the front bond gives you 200 COD points when you sign in. Get intel bond gives you 100 COD points when you sign up for the Call of Duty newsletter. Then the fight on bond gives you 200 COD points when you complete 10 multiplayer matches. So I don't know if it's worth signing up for the newsletter for 100 COD points. Basically, you can get 2 free supply drops. I think that I saw a lot of people talking about this yesterday. Honestly, it kind of is overhyped. I think if you're like, it just seems sort of greedy. If you're going to give out free supply drops, it's not even free, I guess, because you have, I guess it is technically free, but you have to sign up for their newsletter. They want to get Call of Duty fans more informed, which, okay, it's a marketing strategy from Sledgehammer Games and Activision, which I'm totally cool for that, with that. But I think that you can give out a little bit more than 2 supply drops. You know, I really think that they could do that. 500 COD points, of course, I'm referring to as being 2 supply drops and an extra 100, and that's the max you can get from this. So these war bonds, if you're, you know, really into it and you really want to get these free COD points, sure, go for it. Otherwise, I would just, you know, get the one that you complete 10 multiplayer matches, which are very, very easy. And then the other one you get when you log in, you get basically, you're going to get 2 free supply drops off of that. And the newsletter 100 bonus, I really thought that's what they should have raised up. Anyway, that's what it is with that. And the next thing, which probably is one of the most exciting things about this update, I like the Requisitions Nerf. I like the fact that Master Prestige rewards are coming in, that Dom has been up to 75. Even the throwback game mode. A lot of good stuff is happening here. But sniper changes. They are introducing One Shot. Now, if you guys don't remember what One Shot is, this will be coming out next week for TDM and Dom. One Shot is a game mode that was made by Sledgehammer back in Advanced Warfare, and it was so much fun. Probably one of my favorite times of Call of Duty was playing this game mode. It's going to be a sniper-only game mode, so, I mean, that's what I'm assuming. It doesn't really give much info. It just shows a picture of a guy, 2 guys sniping each other. Obviously, that's what it was, One Shot in Advanced Warfare, so I'm assuming it's the same thing, and I'm actually really excited about this. I think that this will open up new stuff for snipers, will give snipers this is basically like a new sniper update. This will give snipers a fun game mode, because the cool thing about sniping is it's always been something that quickscoping has been prevalent in Call of Duty, trick shotting even, and it was so fun. But the problem with that is either when you're sniping, you run into tryhards, it's not very fun at all. It's really hard to do well, because the fact is it just takes a lot more skill than, you know, spraying down with normal weapons. But when everyone is on an even playing field, and I honestly don't know why One Shot isn't in every Call of Duty game. I thought it was one of the most genius game modes ever to come out. I mean, I wouldn't say, maybe not genius because it's so simple. It's just like they finally did it, and I'm excited for this game mode. Now, the thing with this is that hopefully this is here to stay. That's been a problem with World War II. They've done great updates, steps forward, and then they always seems to go 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So they're making progress, but it's at a slower pace. I'm very excited about this One Shot game mode, and I'm not even an active sniper in this game. Advanced Warfare, I would snipe a little bit more. I did sort of love the snipers in that game, to be honest, but this should be interesting, and this should be fun for anyone that likes to go for clips, anyone that likes to test out their sniper, or you just improve your sniping skills overall, because it is a good skill to have in Call of Duty, especially if, like, search and destroy would be the time where even in competitive, I mean, pro players use snipers in competitive search and destroy. So it is definitely something to have to, you know, be an overall Call of Duty player, a good or great Call of Duty player. It's something that you want to have. And quick scoping and hitting feeds is probably one of the most fun things. I mean, I think at every point, every Call of Duty player at one point wanted to be in phase, or maybe still do, and want to, you know, hit feed or trick shots or whatever. And I think this is definitely something that's really cool coming to the game. So that's all we have in this community blog post. That's why I waited a bit till later tonight. Even though these requisitions and the weekend warfare were updated today, we have some more updates coming out, basically talking about the future of this game with ground war, with one shot, with these war bonds, and with basically what contracts are going to come in the future and what the future holds for Master Prestige players. So I want to talk about all that. Drop a like if you guys made it to the end of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Sub for Cookie and Don't Licky. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'm out. Peace.